Yo, what's going on, boys? Welcome back to another commentary video on the Watslol channel, and today I'm going to be talking about why Call of Duty Black Ops 7 feels so empty in 2026. Now, before you go typing a hate comment, I just want to say this is all opinion, and well, you know, I'm not making money off of your views, so probably don't harass me for it. Like crazy. One of the biggest reasons I've found that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 feels so empty as of recent is the fact that Call of Duty and Activision in general have really been pushing for the drip feeding of content. By the time we finish getting all of the zombies maps, it is months into them showing us everything we're gonna end up seeing and learning about Modern Warfare 4 when that eventually is gonna come out. And honestly, I think the slowness of content pushes is genuinely baffling to most people. I know that not every ounce of content is going to be ready, you know, a month after the last map launches, but man, you know, having to wait for a map that can literally make or break a whole season or season and a half of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 for a lot of players is honestly not something that a lot of people are looking forward to. I think it genuinely loses its hype after the, first couple of maps because you have no idea what you're going to be getting after that. Anticipation for new maps will drop and eventually people will, grow disinterested in it, especially when the previous maps you've played really don't have a lot of replayability. Now, I don't personally find myself coming back to Black Ops 7 too much in order to play zombies. I love the maps that they have released. Ashes of the Damned was an amazing map, and Astra Malorum was also a phenomenal map. I truly did enjoy these two maps, especially with, their Easter eggs and, well, obviously the hunt too. That was surprisingly good, especially considering they were way longer than, a lot of previous ones in Black Ops 6, so I think it's wonderful that Activision and Treyarch are really pushing for the highest quality of zombies that they can bring us, but at the end of the day, when the content comes so slow and the maps really don't bring a lot of replayability, I know they add, game modes and a lot of extra features that players will go back and play. A lot of people want to collect all the cursed artifacts. A lot of people want to go back through and, do challenges on all the different maps. But really, when there's only two maps, other than obviously the survival maps that are still getting drip fed to us, it doesn't leave a lot of room for replayability. I think that that's just kind of going to be an issue until eventually we get around to the end of Black Ops 7's life cycle when we finally have all of the maps, obviously all 5 or 6 of them. I don't even know. I'm barely in the zombies community, so really don't ask me anything important about zombies. I'm just giving my opinion on why it feels so empty right now. My friends, they're huge into Call of Duty zombies, and I try to be myself, but not as close as they are to it, man. And it honestly pains me to see these guys really upset and distraught over the current state of zombies. Not because it's bad, but because there is really not a lot going on. You could always go back and replay the Easter egg to maybe attempt to get some reward that they're giving out in a limited time event, but at the end of the day, if you're playing the core game mode over and over again, you will get sick of it, you will get bored of it, and honestly, the slowness of these maps coming out is really not helping. Another issue I think that is just generally a part of modern zombies as a whole being, kind of an issue is the warzonification of zombies. A lot of systems like armor, salvage, and loadouts are really just so far of a departure from the original zombies games and zombies game modes in general. Not to say it's a bad and unwelcome set of features, but it really is drastically different from the kinds of zombies people used to be playing. And, well, when you add so many features, eventually it becomes clutter. That's not to say they haven't done a lot of good with zombies. They've done a lot of great things, augments, adding back gobblegums. I mean, there are so many features that people love as modern place in Call of Duty Zombies, but I think there's also a lot of things that take away from the experience, and realistically, nobody wants to sit down and play a game that has too much going on. That might not be true for some other games, but in Call of Duty, I really do think simplicity is key. Not to mention, the story has kind of been all over the place, especially since Black Ops 6, which has overall drastically changed the community's perspective of it. We really thought we were going somewhere with characters like the director, Richtofen, and really the entire crew as a whole leading up to Black Ops 7, but you know, obviously, the Reckoning had other plans, and we were thrust into the dark aether. Not to say it's a bad storyline. It's definitely a work in progress from what it was, but it is not quite as big of an improvement as a lot of people would have wanted. Generally, the atmospheres of these maps, and I'm going to go ahead and go on a tangent here and just say these are some of the best looking maps in a minute. I'm not personally the biggest fan of Ashes of the Dam's look because, well, it does feel a little bit muted to me, but I do find a lot of joy in looking at Astra Malorum, and overall, I do think that these maps are generally some of the best Call of Duty maps we have probably gotten in years for zombies. Realistically, I think modern zombies has a lot of room to grow, but if they keep with the drip feeding and the slow content updates, and really, I don't want you to get me wrong here. Please believe me when I say I'm okay with waiting for a zombies map to release. I have no issue with waiting. Obviously, the studios have a lot of other stuff to work on, and they can't always get to zombies as fast as people would want them to. And I'm not really speaking for me. I could care less if a new map comes out or not. But boy, do a lot of people want new content for zombies. And events really cannot carry the mode as far as Activision thinks they can. I'll go ahead and make a point here to talk about some of the good things about Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies. Obviously, the gameplay is so amazing. The fact that they were able to introduce a Wonder Weapon vehicle and the regular Wonder Weapons, they are awesome. I love them. Yes, infinite ammo. W. They are overpowered, but not unfair. I love it. Into the game, I think it's an incredible feat, and the fact that they've been able to bring so much creativity back to Call of Duty Zombies and Avenged Sevenfold is a miracle. Even if, you know, it might be a little bit lackluster here and there. Generally, if you take away anything from this commentary video, I want you to take away that Zombies has a lot going for it right now, and it really does have the potential to rise above and take back what is rightfully its throne as a, you know, a gaming giant in the media. But overall, I mean, that's really just my opinion on the current status of Black Ops 7 Zombies in 2026. Obviously, post Astra Malorum launch and pre whatever the other one is going to be called. If you want to see more videos by me, feel free to check out my main channel, Watts with an S, at Watslol on YouTube. You can pull that up or go down in the description. It'll be down below. I upload funny moments, gaming content pretty much weekly, so if you want to see more content by me, feel free to check that out. Feel free to subscribe here if you want to see more commentary videos from me while I try and pretend my way into, you know, people thinking I know stuff about zombies when I don't. Also, if you want to obviously leave a comment giving your opinion, what you thought about this video, anything you want to say about zombies, dude, I'm all ears. I want to hear it from you people. Whoever's watching this video, please feel free to comment down below. I will absolutely leave a reply, leave a like, whatever you need to know that I heard it. That's about it from me, though, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.